Good morning and welcome to today's yoga session. So let's start first of all, just lifting one heel and then the other. So you're marching on the spot, circling your wrists. So standing tall, looking ahead. Roll those shoulders as we rise up on your toes and down. Adding in arm circles this time. Heels down, take a breath in. Breathe out, bend those knees. Breath in, stretch up, breath out, sink down. One more. Right, little twist, side to side. Back to the center, lifting your knee up and round in a circle. Okay. All right, let's start with those feet nice and wide. So, turning your toes out to the corners, take a breath in. Breathe out as you sink down in the middle. Arms lift, sink down in the middle. Hold it here. Lift one heel and then the other. Now lift both. And lower. Sink a little lower. Come from side to side as you straighten one leg and then the other. Now let's turn that right foot out to the side. Turn your left heel in as you turn your body to the right. Setting up for our warrior one. Shoulders drawing down your back and just breathe. Alright, straighten that front leg, hands on your ribs and squeeze your elbows and shoulders back. Fold it forward. Bend your knee again as you rise back up, warrior one. Straighten your leg as you turn back to the center. Fold forward. And rise back up again. Let's turn those feet round to the left. So a partial block with that back foot, enabling those hips to turn as you bend your knee, warrior one. Straighten that front leg, hands on your ribs and squeeze, extending in that upper back. folding forwards. Bending your knee again as we rise back up into our warrior one. Straighten your front leg. Turn that back foot now out into a full block. So, warrior two. Check your front knees still in line with your toes. Just breathe. Arms level. Tailbone tucked under. Turn your palm up. Lift the arm up. Reverse warrior. Back to our warrior two. Drop that front arm onto that inside of your leg, making a block. Look to that back hand as it reaches up. Release. Turn those feet forward again and fold forward. Rise back up. So let's turn that right foot out to the side. Left foot still stays with that block, opening out into a warrior two. So turning that right hand up, lifting your arm up. Come back to warrior two. Front arm drops onto that inside of the knee. Look to your back arm as it reaches up. Sink down in the legs. And release. Turn feet forward, fold forward. Take a nice big breath in. Wiggle those feet in a little bit closer. Hindi squat. Toes turn out. Bend down. Elbows tucking on the inside of your legs. So just adjust those feet. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor. I think tuck that tailbone. Keep length in your spine. Hands on the floor, straighten those legs. Turn your toes forward, so a wide-legged forward fold. Nice big breath in again. Come to the front end of your mat. Sun salutation. Breath out. Uttanasana, our forward fold. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we step back through plank, elbows bending as we bring that weight forward and down to the floor. Flatten your feet, take a breath in, extending in that upper back. Check that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Turn your toes over, lifting those hips. Come back up to down dog. Take Take a breath in, look forward, step forward. Breathe out, forward fold. Take a breath in and rise. So let's do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a breath in. And as you step back, breathe out, lowering down to the floor. Breath in, upward facing. Breath out, downward facing. Take a breath in as you step forward. Breathe out. Take a breath in and rise. Coming back to our warrior one. Step your foot back. Partial block. Hips and shoulders facing that front end of your mat. Straighten your front leg. Hands on your back. Squeeze and extend up in the upper back. Fold it forward. Check your hips aren't twisting. Take a breath in. As you rise up, open that arm, open that back foot. Warrior two. The gaze is still over your left hand. Knee just underneath your wrist. Sink down. Turn your palm up. Reverse warrior. Wrist comes onto that inside of your knee, making a block. As you look to your back hand, lifting it up. Breathe in, rise up, turn your feet forward, forward fold. Breath in as we rise back up, turn those feet round to the right, warrior one. Straighten your legs, back extension, lift your ribs, lift your head and chest. Fold forward. Bend your knee, open up that back foot, full block, open up your arm. Warrior two. Palm turns up, reverse warrior, arm lifts. Bring your hand down to that inside knee, making a block as you lift your top arm. Good. Come back to the center. Wiggle or jump those feet in. Back to our Hindi squat. Rising back up. Take your feet wider again. Sink down. Lifting either one or both heels. Arms out wide. Goddess pose. Place your feet down. Have a fold forward. Turn your feet in. So let's make our way down to the floor. We're going to start with your right leg stretched out, left foot tucked in. Turn your whole body towards your leg. Just walk your hands down either side of your leg. So try and keep that length in your spine, looking over your foot. Pushing your knee down. Just breathe, letting gravity do the work. Okay, roll back up. So, legs out wide. Have a little wiggle. Fold forward. Again, keep head and chest lifted, so you're lengthening your spine. Roll back up again. So tuck your right foot in, left foot long. Walk your hands down either side of your leg. Again, think keeping that head and chest lifted so you're not collapsing, keep a long spine. Let's roll back up again. So we're going to make our way over onto our back. So lying on your back, just have a little hug first. Now let's stretch both legs up to the ceiling. You can have your feet about hip width apart. Just relax. Take your arms out wide, bring your legs together. So a little tilt from side to side, just a small rock from one hip to the other, like a pendulum just swinging in a grandfather clock. Now see if you can make it a big circle. Change direction. You can bend your knees if you need to. Coming back to the center. feet apart as you bend your knees. Grab the soles of your feet, pulling your knees down towards your armpit. At the same time, pushing your feet up into your hands. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings and lengthening your back. Release, lengthen those legs again, arms out wide, crossing legs. So we're going to straddle them wide, open and cross. Hold those legs wide, arms reach back as you breathe in. Breathe out, curl up. So breathe in as you reach back. Breathe out, a little crunch up. Reach through the middle of your legs. Right. This time, just rest those hands on the inside of your thighs. Flex your ankles. Bring your legs back to the center. Grab hold of your right leg and just let your left leg lower gently to the floor. Lift your left leg and change. Lower your right leg gently to the floor. Bending both knees, just have a little hug. All right. Let's roll over onto your hands and knees. So cat-cow, rounding your back and then making a little dip in your back. Tucking that tailbone under, rounding your spine. And then making a little dip. One more time. Take your knees out and then sink your hips back. So just relaxing your head and arms in child's pose. Breathing into that lower back. Now creep your fingertips forward, as far forward as you can, and spread those fingers. Take a breath in as you roll back up, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Just adjust your feet as you come back to down dog. Slowly walk your feet forward. And roll back up through your spine as you restack it. Take a nice big breath in again. And out. Big breath in. And out. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet grounded, legs strong. Tall spine, shoulders drawn down. Activation in your fingers. Feeling alive. Being aware of your breath. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.